It has been a tumultuous week for one Mr. LeBron James, and it got even worse today.
On Monday, it was announced that for the first time in 21 seasons, LeBron James would not be listed as an All-Star Game starter in the NBA, which is crazy that it's gone over 2 decades, and the streak is finally broke.
LeBron James just endured what might be the roughest stretch of his legendary career, and the week ended with a shocking revelation shaking the sports world. Reports say Lakers owner Jeannie Buss is frustrated with him for the first time in more than 2 decades, which alone is hard to believe. Adding to the sting, LeBron failed to earn a spot as an all-star starter, losing out not only with fans but also with fellow players, a surprising turn for someone who has ruled the spotlight for 20 years. Now analyst Rob Parker has poured more fuel on the fire by claiming LeBron should step away from the game immediately, a statement so harsh it's left the basketball world stunned.
So it's been a rough week for the King.
Yes, and I got a message for the King. I'm dead serious. Retire! After this season, call it quits!
So now the big question is on the table. Is this the moment LeBron James finally walks away, or does he still have unfinished business waiting to be settled? This isn't just about one season or one slump. It's about legacy, pride, and how a career that defined an era should truly end. Let us know what you think in the comments, because this debate goes far beyond basketball and straight into history.
It has been a tumultuous week for one Mr. LeBron James, and it got even worse today when the ESPN...
Baxter Holmes,
Athletic.
No, it was ESPN.
ESPN, okay.
ESPN.
Great research there, Rob.
No, but you told me that she put out a statement to the Athletic.
She put out a statement to the Athletic since then.
But that's
Baxter
what I'm saying.
Holmes put out this 20-minute read.
Yes. So it started about a week ago. LeBron James, for reasons unknown to us, but, we talked about it on the show, decided he needed a 23rd season patch that only he would have for the rest of the season. It started mid-January in Sacramento, of all places. That just seemed odd. And then on Monday, it was announced that for the first time in 21 seasons, LeBron James would not be listed as an All-Star Game starter in the NBA, which is crazy that it's gone over 2 decades, and the streak is finally broke.
Now let's break down how everything unraveled into what many are calling one of the most embarrassing weeks of LeBron James' career. It all began when LeBron made a puzzling decision to add a special patch marking his 23rd season, a badge only he would wear for the rest of the year. It wasn't a league-wide honor or a team-led tribute, but a personal statement that appeared without warning during a mid-January game in Sacramento. The sudden reveal caught fans off guard, and almost instantly, questions and criticism started to spread.
The league did this phony patch that only you have, and we were really celebrating your 23 years in the league. It should be a worldwide patch, right? Everybody should have it on, and it should have started in October when the season started. That's when your 23rd season started. You don't want to stick around too long.
To many fans, the move felt oddly self-focused, even by LeBron's usual standards. If the NBA truly wanted to honor his longevity, wouldn't it have been a league-wide gesture, with every player wearing the patch as a sign of respect? Instead, it looked like LeBron praising himself, putting the spotlight squarely on his own greatness and quietly asking everyone to notice. That feeling grew even stronger when Monday's All-Star starters were announced, and the moment turned serious. For the first time in 21 straight seasons, LeBron was left out of the All-Star starting lineup, snapping a historic run that lasted 2 decades. While some brushed it off as fans losing interest in Lakers games, the deepest blow came from within the league itself.
We find out yesterday that, of course, he didn't get voted in by the fans, but even his peers, his teammates, his NBA brethren didn't even have him in their top 6 of Western Conference players on their ballots for the NBA All-Star Game.
What made it hurt even more was that this snub didn't just come from the fans. It came from the players themselves, the peers who face LeBron on the court and understand the game better than anyone. Those same competitors didn't even place him among the top 6 players in the Western Conference, a shocking fall for someone who once set the standard for greatness. The players who grew up admiring him now seem to view him as past his peak and no longer truly elite, a quiet but powerful message that his era may be ending. And just when it seemed the situation couldn't sink lower, Wednesday brought another blow as ESPN's Baxter Holmes released a massive report exposing internal Lakers turmoil, ownership friction, and even whispers about a potential future sale of the franchise.
In an article by Baxter Holmes published this week on ESPN.com, he detailed the feuding between the Buss family that may have led to the $10 billion sale of the team. The story also pointed out issues between Jeannie Buss and LeBron James. The article states that Jeannie privately grumbled about what she felt was James' outsized ego and the overt control that he and Clutch Sports exerted over the organization at times. Clutch represents both James and Anthony Davis. The story also said that she did not like that James was considered a savior for the floundering franchise when he arrived in 2018.
The report was meant to focus on the Lakers' business and behind-the-scenes operations, but none of that mattered once readers reached 3 explosive paragraphs buried deep in the story. Those lines instantly stole the spotlight because they revealed the true condition of LeBron James' relationship with Lakers owner Jeannie Buss, and what they suggested sent shockwaves through the basketball world.
And it all came to a head earlier on Wednesday when ESPN's Baxter Holmes did a 10,000-word piece discussing the dynamics of the Jeannie Buss family sale of the Lakers. All anyone cared about, though, was about 3 paragraphs where it explained that Jeannie Buss had grown frustrated with LeBron for a number of reasons. Number one being that she felt like she didn't like the narrative that LeBron had chose them and he was like their savior for their franchise. Number 2, she didn't like the fact that LeBron James had kind of absolved himself from the Russell Westbrook trade, even though he pushed for it harder than anyone.
Don't we remember the video of them having a powwow in his backyard?
And last but not least, she was very upset that he didn't seem more grateful that they did him a solid by drafting Bronny in the second round of the draft.
According to the report, frustration has been building quietly behind closed doors for some time. But this was the first moment it became public. LeBron may still be the most recognizable figure in a Lakers jersey, yet even Jeannie Buss, the owner who brought him to Los Angeles, is said to be worn down by the constant drama, the behind-the-scenes power plays, and the non-stop attention that follows him. The foundation of the franchise suddenly looks less stable, and this week made one thing obvious: LeBron's grip on the throne is no longer firm. Insiders claim Buss has reached her limit, with several issues pushing her patience to the edge, starting with her strong dislike of the idea that LeBron rescued the Lakers by choosing them from Jeannie Buss's perspective. That storyline disrespects the Lakers' historic legacy by making it seem like the franchise mattered only after LeBron arrived in purple and gold, and she reportedly believes no player, including him, should ever eclipse decades of greatness. Her frustration deepened with the Russell Westbrook trade, remembering how LeBron publicly embraced the move before it happened, only to distance himself when it collapsed into one of the worst deals in team history, leaving others to absorb the blame. The final and most personal blow, according to insiders, came when LeBron failed to show real appreciation after the Lakers used a second-round pick on Bronny James, a decision widely viewed as a favor rather than a basketball move, which he treated as an entitlement instead of a gesture. Taken together, it all happened in one crushing week, a personal patch that felt like a cry for attention, an all-star snub from both fans and players, and reports that even the Lakers owner is exhausted by the situation. That kind of hit would shake any superstar's pride, and it opened the door for Rob Parker to say on national television what many had been quietly thinking, that LeBron James should consider walking away after this season.
So it's been a rough week for the King.
Yes, and I got a message for the King. I'm dead serious. Retire after this season. Call it quits. Seriously, LeBron, is this on? I'm dead serious. The writing could not be more on the wall, right? From everywhere you go.
Parker went straight at LeBron's ego, saying the signs couldn't be clearer and that the message was already written on the wall. He stressed that LeBron's own peers had delivered the verdict, pointing out that the players didn't back him, the fans didn't support him, and even longtime Lakers loyalists seemed to turn away. Parker then delivered a brutal comparison, noting that Luka Doncic gained 1.5 million more All-Star votes than last season, while LeBron lost 1.5 million. That gap sent a chilling message, because it showed that Lakers fans, once among his strongest supporters, chose not to vote for him while still backing other players, a shift that feels less like fading interest and more like outright rejection.
You don't want to go out. Your players have told you you're an afterthought. The fans, the Laker fans voted. Because guess what? Luka got 1.5 million more votes than he did when he was in Dallas last year. And guess who got 1.5 million less votes? LeBron James. So the Laker fans are out there voting and they still didn't vote for you. The players didn't vote for you. The fans didn't vote for you.
Then Parker went after LeBron's 23rd season patch, calling it outright phony. If we were really celebrating your 23 years, everyone in the league would be wearing that patch, and it would have started in October when the season began, he said. And honestly, he has a point. It came across as LeBron trying to manufacture his own farewell tour moment, because no one else is doing it for him anymore. But Parker didn't stop there. He delivered what might have been his coldest truth yet. Next year, the All-Star Game is in LA. Your city, your arena, your home. That could have been your send-off, one last big moment before walking away with your legacy intact. But they didn't even want that for you. If you come back next year, it's going to be worse. Way worse. That hit hard for fans, suggesting this could already be rock bottom and staying longer will only make it more painful. Parker's co-host tried to ease the blow, acknowledging LeBron still has skills, maybe not top 10 anymore, but easily top 20 or 25, and flashes of brilliance where he drops 30 or 40 points and looks unstoppable. But the real issue, he argued, isn't talent. It's the entire package that comes with LeBron. The never-ending drama, constant headlines, behind-the-scenes influence, coaching changes, trade rumors, and the Rich Paul connection that keeps stirring tension. It's not that LeBron can't play, it's that he brings a circus with him. Between whispers about Bronny taking a roster spot and endless speculation about LeBron's next move, teams are simply worn out. The headaches now outweigh the highlights. To be fair, Parker's co-host did give LeBron credit where it's due. When he arrived in LA, the Lakers were a mess, coming off 3 straight seasons with top draft picks but failing to win anything. LeBron's presence helped bring Anthony Davis to the team through his connections, and together they delivered a championship in 2020, a historic moment that can't be ignored.